Let's see, because this is the Blair Witch and everything you didn't know. Dun dun dun. So, today we're going to dive into the website. Dun dun. The Blair Witch website. The original website. It was very bare bones looking. Very, very dial up 90s, pretty basic, you know. Front page was just simple like that, just 4 sections, and it just wants to tell you the story of everything going on with the Blair Witch Project and how these 3 people went into the woods and, now they're missing. And the Blair Witch Project is all explained throughout the website, and everybody's wondering where pretty much any of them are. So that would be the film students Michael Williams, Heather Durham, Joshua Leonard, and they were all from Montgomery College making this movie. Okay, so called The Blair Witch Project 1999. I just added the 1999 at the end there. I know. Alright. So, as you could see, the website was broken down into mythology. So that went into like all of like, the weirdness of the Blair Witch and, what happened and, stuff that was, you know, pretty much just the whole mythology of everything starting from Ellie Kedward on, like a gigantic list, as you can see. But so we've got mythology down, alright? It was basically just giving you the history list like we've had before in previous videos. Already talked about. No worries, but very informational if you'd like to stop the video on it, because I'll try to leave it for like 10 seconds on there, let you guys hit stop, whatever. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna go to the legacy, right? The legacy about this film is so crazy. It's just the marketing was nuts. I'm gonna do a whole video about the marketing. So, all I'm gonna say is this website plays a big role in everything the marketing's trying to do for the Blair Witch Project. Anyway, we are at the legacy section of the website. The legacy is all about everything that's left over that from the Blair Witch Project. Including what was found in the woods, which is like some of their equipment, obviously 3 rolls of footage and a camcorder, you know, SD card, and just random objects and strange, blogs and news posts and articles and things like that that they all had a mastermind behind into making everybody believe. that Blair Witch Project itself, the film, was fake. It's up to you to decide whether the Blair Witch is actually real, however, because there's no denying there's many facts there about her. But we're still on the website. Alright, so moving on. We pretty much got like, the filmmaker section, the mythology, the legacy, and then the rest of it would be the aftermath. So, what happens after this movie? What was so culturally crazy? You know what I mean? Like, that's the best part is this was a slam dunk, crazy movie made from bare bones, shot several times over with different equipments. Things failed many times otherwise. You should definitely check out this interview that is out there from the producers and, the stars of the film. Uh, it's out there on YouTube. I'll try to link it down below. It's pretty interesting. But you know, there's a lot of different things that are hidden within the lore of this website that it's actually really interesting. And one of my favorite things is going to be Heather's journal. Okay. Heather's journal is one of the most significant, fun, and debated thing throughout the Blair Witch website. Okay. There are many, many things throughout, of which create a theory from many, many fans throughout the Blair Witch Project series. Mostly just focusing on the Blair Witch Project, the 1999 film. The best one would be that Michael and Joshua are trying to kill Heather, and they're just convincing her to keep going into this whole experiment for them. And Heather's taking it really, really seriously and playing and ends up being a victim. Honestly, very, very, very believable considering a lot of the things she fears within it. She's fearing, whether they like her anymore, whether, how they're mad at her about lose the map, and whether she's actually how she gets them lost, and how she loses the map, and all the crazy stupid arguments about what's real and what's not because they're all going nuts and the Blair Witch is torturing them and whatever. But at the same time, I believe that's actually true. However, the Blair Witch got involved with their fucked up behind the scenes situation going on to try to kill her and conspire a big thing to be like, hey, whatever. But there's also many other things within there that just add so much depth to parts of the film that seem insignificant or boring. but yet many of those conversations have so much to do with what Heather's journal has to do with, and they connect so well and they sync so well that it's almost just adding so much to her character and so much to them as well as to Joshua and Michael as well, because it's just nonstop, you know, crazy. It's just crazy, you know. So, yeah, I feel like this was, a little bit of a spark to the match of the whole marketing. And that's one of the funnest parts about this is that this website was so basic, so simple, yet there was so much added in there if you were a big fan of the film and you were wanting to know whether it was real or not and what was, what wasn't. And when they made the movie, they had one person create this website. One. They were just given tons and tons of pages of script and, all that, and just said, you have to write, everything for this website, all the content. And it was his only job. Obviously, it plays a very key role in the marketing. It is a huge spark to the whole insane marketing that is going on for the Blair Witch Project. We're not even up to the Blair Witch Project yet. We haven't even made it to the film yet because there's so much lore behind it that I gotta give you guys the skinny and I gotta be able to explain it. But it's Halloween, so I saying happy Halloween. I love you guys. I'm sorry I haven't been here for a minute. I'll be posting some fun shorts as well, and I got a story time coming for you. I got about 3 movie reviews coming. Deal with it. And so, peace, and I love ya, and Blair Witch forever.